I was just a boy when I met him, a soldier, a dreamer, counting down the days until I could leave that gray concrete world behind. The base was cold, routine, repetitive. I kept my head down, clinging to dreams of the theater, of art, of a life I hadn't lived yet. And then Roman arrived. He was everything I wasn't: confident, composed, magnetic, a fighter pilot with a fire in his eyes and something buried beneath the surface. The moment our eyes met, I knew, but this was the Soviet Union, 1970s. Love between men wasn't just forbidden, it was dangerous, illegal. Still, we found each other. In quiet corners, in stolen moments. A lake, a photograph, a song. We didn't need words. Our silences spoke loud enough. For a while, the world faded. It was just us. And it was beautiful. But beauty doesn't last where fear lives. I got my silhouette from an 11-year-old woman somehow in Paris and loved it. I felt like the words faded. It was just us. And it was beautiful. But beauty doesn't last where fear lives. There were whispers, a report, the KGB. Roman pulled away. He said it was for our safety. I think it was also for his survival. He married Louisa, our friend, and I left, heart in pieces, but alive. I went to Moscow, became an actor like I always dreamed, but dreams don't erase memories. I tried. God, I tried. Years passed, and just when I thought I'd buried it all, he came back. Roman, the same eyes, the same fire. Still married, still uniformed, still mine, somehow. We tried for a moment to touch the past, to feel again what we once had, but some things don't survive the world outside, and love, like ours, it doesn't come without a cost. He stayed, I left. We both lost something we couldn't name, but I carry him with me, even now, not as regret, but as truth. 'Cause for a brief time, in a world that told us no, we loved. And that mattered.
In the gray shadows of a Soviet Air Force base during the Cold War, young Private Sergei Serebrennikov is counting down the days until his military service ends. Quiet and introspective, Sergei dreams of becoming an actor, often drifting into his thoughts to escape the rigid, colorless world around him. He doesn't quite fit in with the other soldiers. His mind is elsewhere, yearning for a life of expression and freedom. That life seems impossibly distant until Roman Matviev arrives. Roman is a newly assigned fighter pilot, confident, well-spoken, magnetic. From their first exchange, something unspoken passes between them. Sergei, cautious but curious, is drawn to Roman's quiet charm. And Roman, beneath his officer's discipline, seems just as intrigued. What begins as a casual friendship, photography sessions, shared music, long silences, slowly blooms into a deeper intimacy. In a world where even a glance can be dangerous, they find small ways to communicate desire and trust. Their love ignites in secret, hidden beneath the uniforms and protocol. Their moments together are brief but luminous. They steal time for themselves, swimming in a lake, lying under the stars, exchanging tender words behind closed doors. But this is Soviet Russia, and love like theirs is not just frowned upon, it's a crime. As whispers start to spread and suspicion creeps in, danger follows. A report is filed. The KGB becomes involved. The mere idea that Roman might be involved with another man threatens his career, his life. Roman, suddenly fearful, begins to withdraw. To protect both of them, he breaks things off, abruptly and coldly. To make things even more complicated, Louisa, Serg's friend and the base commander's secretary, develops feelings for Roman. Roman, perhaps as a shield or perhaps out of confusion, enters a relationship with her. The betrayal hits Sergei hard. The man he loved is now engaged to someone else, their memories sealed away in silence. Heartbroken but determined, Sergei leaves the military and follows his dream of becoming an actor. In Moscow, he begins a new life. He studies theater, finds moments of joy, and even starts to feel hope again. But the memory of Roman never fades. Their time together lingers like an old photograph, vivid, painful, beautiful. Years pass. Sergei builds a career, but there's always a part of him that remains tethered to that base, to that summer, to Roman. And then, one day, Roman walks back into his life.
Now married to Louisa and a high-ranking officer, Roman finds Sergei again in the city. The old feelings resurface instantly, stronger, More desperate than ever, they try to rekindle what they had, though the world around them hasn't changed. The fear, the secrecy, the impossibility of being open, it all still looms. They share one last fleeting moment of tenderness, eyes locked, hearts still bound together across time and circumstance. But the risks remain too high. Roman cannot break free of the life he's built, and Sergi will not live in hiding again. And so they part once more, not with anger, but with quiet understanding. In the final moments, we see Sergi walking through the city, older now, alone, but not broken. What he and Roman shared could never truly belong to the world. They carved it out of stolen time, and though it didn't last, it shaped him forever. Firebird tells their story not with grand declarations or explosive drama, but with silences, glances, and the aching space between what is said and what cannot be. It's a love story caught in the wrong time and the wrong place, but still, a love story all the same.